with Etsy. I'm actually logged in right now, but if I wanted to log in, I would implement a workflow, which is log into Etsy, and I supply it the callback URL, which is the URL of this app, and the scopes of what I want the authenticated token to be able to access. And I want it to be able to access listings, shops, and my user. So I log into Etsy, and you do this one off. This is just to get the first token. So you implement this once. You do this once because once you've authenticated to Etsy, a token is stored in your Bubble app, and then you use that and as a refresh token, and you can refresh that token as well. So what that looks like in here is there's a table in here, and it's basically storing all the token information. Now I have that token information, I can get my shop details, and my shop ID is 491. And now that I have a shop ID, I can get my listings, and I have one thing in my shop, which happens to be one of these. And now basically what I'm just doing is, I implemented this one in the plugin, but I implemented this one in the app. So what that looks like in here is now I've just got the API connector, and in my Etsy, I'm now getting shop listings, and I'm passing in the various required details. So I can just now implement whatever via the API connector. Now that I've done the token management with the plugin, I can implement whatever API calls I want. And obviously I can only implement the API calls for the scopes that by design, I'm going to choose which of these I want to implement. And then by design, I'm going to choose which scopes I need in order to implement those, to get access to those APIs. And then in my Bubble app, I now just start implementing those API calls. So what the plugin provides is a way to get the plugin is just doing the authorization, and obviously you could extend the plugin to also implement all of these API calls, but you can just as easily implement them in the API connector in your Bubble app. So that's sort of an update where we are. Now it's just a matter of figuring out what of these makes sense.